Remember in Attack of the Clones when Anakin killed the Tusken Raiders, and yes, not just for men, but for women and children too?
Every single one of them.
Well, just before he committed this atrocious act of mass slaughter, Anakin appeared to hear Qui-Gon call out to stop him.
Anakin! Anakin!
But we hear it during a transition to Yoda meditating on Coruscant, making Qui-Gon's cry somewhat ambiguous. Was it Yoda hearing it, or Anakin? Due to the transition, many believed it was Yoda that heard the dead Jedi's warning. Some thought it was Anakin. Some thought it was just Anakin's imagination, and not really his former master. Some just didn't care. Well, anyway, if it's kept you awake at night, we now have clarity thanks to the forthcoming Queen's Hope book by E.K. Johnston. He had heard Qui-Gon's voice in the desert, begging him to listen to his better nature, not to give in to his hatred. He hadn't listened. At the time, he'd told himself he was imagining it, but he knew he was lying. If Qui-Gon was out there somehow, Anakin owed him an apology, and he would always appreciate the Master's advice. Seeing as Qui-Gon was Anakin's first master and the only Jedi who believed in him at the time, you have to think that if he couldn't stop Anakin's rampage, then nobody probably could. It also creates a new question. Could Qui-Gon already reach out from the dead at this stage? He was still probably in the process of figuring it out, hence not fully appearing, but clearly if he was able to reach Anakin vocally, then he was close. It could also maybe show how powerful Anakin was at this stage, by being able to sense his old master. Anyway, it's no surprise that Qui-Gon did this, as Yoda literally tells Obi-Wan at the end of Revenge of the Sith that he's pulled it off, a skill both Yoda, Obi-Wan, and actually Anakin all eventually acquire. This all adds to my desire and dare I say likelihood that we'll get a cameo from Mr. Jinn in the Kenobi series. Rest easy now dear viewer, and don't forget to hit that like button. Goodbye.